Welcome back, everybody. So we got some news, and we're gonna get into all of it. There's a bunch going on. Lots happened over the weekend. Um, is World War III about to start? Maybe we'll find out. President Biden has approved the usage of U.S. weapons, U.S. missiles being launched into Russia territories. Um, and Putin has already come out and said that this will be an act of war, and that's that's basically U.S. and NATO's, you know, merge into the war that's going on in Ukraine and Russia. So we got that. Bucks County, Pennsylvania is counting votes illegally, and there's a shadow government that's apparently being formed, and we'll get into all that. But first off, we're going to check out the World War III crap. Now, Russia and Ukraine, we all know about this. This has been going on for a while. It's getting nuts. Now, we'll check this out here. This is from Fox News, and this is big. Okay, President Biden has authorized Ukraine's military to use U.S. provided long range missiles on targets inside Russia territory. Senior U.S. officials confirmed to Fox News on Sunday. This is from Sunday, yesterday at 5 o'clock. Okay, the senior U.S. official said the weapons will most likely focus on the Kursk region of western Russia. The decision was first reported by the New York Times. According to the official, Biden's decision was spurred by the Russian decision to invite 10,000 North Korean soldiers into the fight against Ukraine in Kursk. A second official told Fox that it is unclear that if Biden plans to approve the use of missiles outside of the Kursk region. Now, right here it says Putin has previously said that giving Ukraine a green light on missile use would effectively mean that the U.S. and NATO are in the war. Okay, this could be now, like I said, this war's been going on for a while, but this could be the spark that makes U.S. You know, Biden giving the approval for U.S. missiles to be used inside of Russia could spark the the ignition of the next world war. I mean, they need to get together, and they need to hash this out. Look, I nobody President Trump has come out and said that the war needs to end now, and it does. Too many lives have been lost, and you know, sparking this is not going. It's not going to be good. We've already, and then they've come out and they've said that they're going to be pushing every fund available to Ukraine. I've already made a video about that. I don't agree with it, but this is what's going on. So Trump has been rolling out appointee names of those he wants to fill his cabinet and advise him on issues at a lightning quick pace. He has. Okay, let's see. So, it has also been suggested that Kiev should agree not to pursue NATO membership for 20 years, in stipulation that critics of the plan argue no toes into Putin. Now, Putin has already come out and said that, look, if Ukraine is going to join NATO, it's going to be bad for the U.S. because he doesn't want that to happen. He still believes that Ukraine is part of Russia, and he wants that territory back. I don't agree with that either. Okay, I think Ukraine should be its own. It is its own nation, and it deserves to be that. That being said, I don't think that we should be funneling endless money into Ukraine just to support an endless war, and that's what it's been thus far. So I don't agree with this. I don't think that Biden approving the U.S. missiles being used to strike inside of Russia is a. I don't think it's a good idea. It's gonna ignite everything, and everything's gonna pop off. Okay, hopefully it doesn't, but this could be the start of everything. And like I said, who knows? I don't want it to happen. Nobody does. And for Biden to come out and say, yeah, go ahead and use our missiles and strike back. It's crazy. It's gonna get nuts. Hopefully, President Trump can get in there. Hopefully, nothing crazy happens in the next month and a half before President Trump can get in there, and we can get quickly resolved. I think President Trump, he said he can solve this as the president elect. So he needs to be on the phone with Zelensky and Putin, getting this taken care of. This needs to stop, and that's what I got on that. So anyway, we'll move over to the Bucks County, Pennsylvania. This is wild. Okay, Democrat commissioners violate the rule of law and ignore Pennsylvania's Supreme Court ruling. Democrat commissioners Diane Marzaglia and Bob Harvey voted today to count illegal ballots against Pennsylvania's Supreme Court ruling in an attempt to aid former Senator Bob Casey. Now this is nuts. This is them. Look, she's going to come out here on this little video and she straight out says that she's going to violate the law just so that the courts can take a look at everything. This is insane.
We reject all three categories of these ballots.
Your motion is to reject or dismiss the challenges in this category in front of you?
Correct, yep.
Not going to second that, mostly because I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, and people violate laws anytime they want. So for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it.
Okay, she just said she's going to violate the law just so the court can look at it. What? And people violate the law all the time. Normal people don't. And for her to come out and say that, it's only because she knows that she's more than likely she's going to get away with it. I hope she doesn't. Them violating the law to count illegal votes, they something has to happen here. You can't just let these people do whatever they want with no consequences. And this is what's been happening in this country for years now. One side is doing whatever they want. The other side, look, President Trump has been attacked. He's had assassination attempts on his life. They've been trying to put him in jail. They've all kinds of stuff, okay? But the other side of this, they feel like they can do whatever they want and get away with it. And the American people have seen it. That's why they overwhelmingly put him back into office so that he can put an end to this crap, okay? It's getting out of hand. She has just come out and said, publicly stated that she's violating the law just so that the courts can take a look at it. I hope they do, and I hope they put her butt in jail. That's my opinion on it. It's getting crazy. It's stupid. These people are just, like I said, they're doing whatever they want because they think they can get away with it because they've been doing it for a long, long time now. It needs to stop. And we got, excuse me. Now we got them coming out openly saying that they will form a shadow government to parallel the cabinet that President Trump is picking for his presidency. This is another example of just them violating laws, doing illegal things, and here what? Check this from Tim Pool. He posted this on X. Democrats are discussing forming a parallel government structure. I wonder what this will lead to. Yeah, so do I. Check this out.
If Trump attempts to weaponize the justice system against his political opponents with Matt Gaetz at the helm.
And I just love the fact that they keep trotting out this weaponization of the justice system when they've been doing it to him for the last 4 years. Before that, they've used the DOJ to go against President Trump and even the American people. Look at all there's people that are in jail for January 6th that should not be in jail. Should there be an investigation on January 6th? Sure. There was a lot of bad stuff that happened. I've said it before, I'll say it again. But there's a lot of people that are still sitting in jail today that shouldn't be there because of January 6th. I've cited examples. I'm not going to get into that again. But it's just everything they are accusing the right of doing, they have already done or are doing now.
We could see incoming Senator Adam Schiff as our shadow attorney general, arguing against replacing our independent prosecutors with Trump loyalists. If Trump seeks to eliminate the Department of Education, Congresswoman Johanna Hayes, a former Teacher of the Year, could step up as Shadow Education Secretary to loudly defend public education in the United States. If Trump orders Marco Rubio to hand Ukraine and much of Eastern Europe to Russian President Vladimir Putin, Congressman Greg Meeks, as Shadow Secretary of State, could be a strong voice in support of maintaining international relationships and protecting democracy at home and abroad. Senator Michael Bennet as Shadow Treasury Secretary, and Congresswoman Susan DelBene as Shadow Commerce Secretary could help ensure the middle class and small businesses have a voice in government and call out Trump's proposed tax cuts for billionaires and corporations. As Shadow Defense Secretary, Congressman Adam Smith, a great representative for the people of Washington and not a Fox News host, could counter Trump's threat to use military force.
I think they always skip over the fact that he's a decorated war veteran too. I like the fact they always skip over that. They just call him a weekend talk show host.
Against his political opponents and work to ensure that the Department of Defense stays loyal to the Constitution and not some wannabe dictator. And Senator Tammy Duckworth could
Again, accusing the other side of doing exactly what they're doing. Again,
argue against cuts to the Department of Veterans Affairs that would delay the benefits and care our service members have so rightly earned. If Trump hands over the EPA to big oil ally Lee Zeldin, we could see Congresswoman Kathy Castor pushing back for environmental protection and conservation to protect the air we breathe and the water we drink. And if Trump pushes to ban abortion nationwide, Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro could step in as Shadow Secretary of Health and Human Services to defend women's right to choose and argue against the gutting of Medicare by Trump and his cronies. Mr. Speaker, new times require new solutions. The Shadow Cabinet isn't just about opposing extreme MAGA attacks on our government. It's also about making clear what we stand for, not just what we're against.
all right, look, this, like I said, accusing the other side of exactly what they are doing. They are openly saying that they want to form a shadow government to oppose everything that Donald Trump is doing, to go against the will of the people who voted him into office. They're just going to say, nope, we don't care what you... It's the American people. In America, we vote who we want to represent us. And the left is taking it upon themselves to say, we don't care. I don't care what the American people think. We're going to do things the way we want to do things. That is not the way we run things in America. And for them openly saying this, something has to be done. President Trump has to get those picks through, and this crap has to stop. It's got to end. Because they're terrified of losing power. They're terrified of his picks looking into all the shady crap that they've been doing over the last however long and taking care of business. That's what they're afraid of. Anyway, on a lighter note, we'll take a look at this. We got a couple more people that are leaving X, one of them being Sunny Hostin from The View. So, Sunny Hostin just deleted her X account after having a public meltdown over the election. She has been losing her mind on The View. I've been seeing clips. I haven't really done a whole lot on The View because I don't think they're worth any second of my time. I've seen some clips, but they're all melting down over there. Whoopi's got this accusation against a bakery, and she knows she's going to get sued by them. I hope she does. But these women on The View, they're losing their minds over all this, and yeah. But so Sunny's deleted her account, so I guess bye. I guess this, I've said it before. Okay, all these people leaving X, they're just removing themselves from conversations that they can have and try and better understand where the other side is coming from. And for them to be deleting their accounts, it just lets me know that they don't even care about the opinions of the American people. They don't want to understand why we feel the way we do. They just have their opinions, and they don't care about anybody else's. So if you don't want to be part of the discussion, then bye. I don't care. I guess if you want to delete your ex, that's on you. So we got another one, Gabrielle Union, which she has. This is from the Hodge twins on X. I like them, but anyway, end of an era. It's been real. Platforms like X were founded on authentic conversations, true engagement, and creative expression. And they're mad because Elon bought Twitter and kept it a free speech platform because Twitter was censoring a lot of stuff. And I guess a lot of these Democrats are going over to this uh, new website. Blue Sky, I think it was called, but they're transitioning over there and getting rid of their X accounts. Like I said before, if you don't want to hear the other side and have real discussions about why the American people have voted the way they have, then that's fine. I know there's a lot of negative stuff, even from the right. On X, there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of people that they'll just bash you for no reason. I understand that, but this part is part of free speech. I mean, I say it all the time. What happened to sticks and stones? Okay, you can have a conversation if you're that sensitive to something and you get offended, then just be offended. There's no reason to cry about it. You can be offended and move on with your life. It's not that big of a deal. Anyway, to everyone I've connected with here, thank you for your laughs, the insight, and the endless support. I am not disappearing completely. You can still find me on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Blue Sky, that's the one. Pill and Facebook, Gabrielle Union, linked in my bio. So, like I said, if they want to leave, that's fine. I don't care. I guess if, like I said, I don't. They can leave if they want. Like I said, they don't want to have an actual discussion about the issues and why people feel the way that they do. Maybe try and change somebody's mind. They just want to go over because, like, I've seen a lot of stuff from a couple people on that go over to that Sky Blue or whatever it's called, Blue Sky, and as soon as they post something that could be offensive or goes against the left's narrative, their account just gets completely deleted. So that's where you're at. I mean, at least on X, you can still express your opinion and not. Even if you're on the left, I've seen a lot of people on the left that are still on X that they say some pretty mean stuff too, just like the right does. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying the left and the right, they say bad things, and it's still up on X. It's a free speech platform, and if you can't handle, then I guess you can just leave and you go over to Blue Sky, whatever it's called, and you can be in your little echo chamber. Me, I like to have the views from both the sides, so have a conversation, debate the topics. Maybe change somebody's mind, whether it be to the left or to the right. But they don't want to do that. They just want to stay in their echo chamber and pretend like everybody's on their side. So, but that's all I got for this morning. Hey, appreciate you hanging out through my rants. I know sometimes I get a little long on some topics, but I appreciate you hanging out. And if you like this, hit that subscribe, follow. Y'all have a great morning, and God bless.